I'm Jack Kilkenny. I've been serving at Graterford for, this is my third semester and my first semester as the Community Partnership Coordinator. I absolutely love serving at Graterford. I think it's absolutely life-changing. When we go to Graterford, it's kind of like a book club, like your mom's book club, but without the wine and cheese. It's very cool. We bring them the books and then we reconvene every week and we talk about the literature and what particularly in the literature spoke to us.
My name is Esteban Valencia and I've been serving at Graterford for a full year. Graterford had always been a highlight of my week. They're just really stimulating discussions and you get to have nice open dialogue with the men there and stuff that's really enlightening and substantive, and so it's this unique sort of connective experience that you get. I've always left wanting to go back.
I'm Danielle Erickson and I've been serving at Graterford since the beginning of this past year. I'm a freshman and I decided weekly service was what I wanted to do after participating in PSIP. I didn't know what it would be like, but it has been one of the craziest, best things I've ever done. Every week at service before we go, we all read whatever's assigned, whether it's a few chapters from a book or some poems or a short story or something, and then we all come together and we discuss how it connects to our lives, what it means to us, our different analyses.
So one particular experience that really has continued to stick out with me happened this semester. There was this guy named Nelson who came to our group came to our group one week, and he said, "Hi, my name is Nelson. I came here a year ago, and last year I was at a second grade reading level. And I really liked this group, and I liked the ideas that were being shared, and I loved coming and hearing everybody participate. However, my reading level wouldn't allow me to keep up with the literature every week. So he said, I'm here again. Over this past year, I've worked really hard to elevate my reading level, and in the past year, I've ascended from a second grade reading level to a ninth grade reading level. And I'm really looking forward to participating in this group again."
People want educational experiences, and the men who are incarcerated at Graterford want educational experiences, and that's something that as a student on the outside I have been cognizant of, but I never quite knew to what end or to what extent educational services were wanted. And so when we would go in every week and everyone would be so excited and so ready to discuss the literature that day, it became particularly apparent, and the guys there had talked about how this was like the highlight of their week because they don't get to engage in that kind of stimulating conversation with other groups or other people during the rest of the week.
I think it's important that we don't forget about the incarcerated individuals and go to them and visit them in their world, in their setting, because they can't interact with us and they have so much to offer.
It's easy to assume the worst, but being there, aside from the uniforms, I forget that we're in prison.
Absolutely.
I have definitely learned that I'm in no place to judge. Yeah, these men have done bad things, but they are no way bad people.
You get to make friends with a population of people that you don't really have access to anywhere else in your college experience, and you probably won't have access to the rest of when you go out into the world and go do your own thing in life. And so there are a lot of lessons to be learned and friendships to be made, and you do have to get over this initial apprehension or discomfort, as it were, that you'll be working in the correctional system. I know when we were doing volunteer recruitment, a lot of students would ask, but is it safe? But is it going to be okay? What's it going to be like working in a prison? And that's what the emphasis is for them, is that it's a prison, it's a prison, it's a prison. And you're reminded that you're in a prison when you walk to the room and when you walk out, but when you sit there and have conversations, that sort of melts away for a brief moment.
I would say to a St. Joe's interested serving at my site that it's the coolest one, and it is the most life-changing opportunity that you'll have here at St. Joe's. I couldn't recommend it any more highly.
Anyone who's interested in service at all, even the slightest bit, I say go for it. I didn't do service until SJU, Then going into PSIP, and then I have Apex coming up and weekly service, just the best memories so far.
I think the scariest part about going to prison is probably telling my mom that I was going to prison for the first time. Once you're there though, I feel so comfortable in the prison that it's very easy to forget that you're in a prison, because they are just so upstanding and such gentlemen and so polite. Every time you walk in the room, they shake your hand and give you a hug and say thank you for coming. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email, give me a call or something, and even if you see me walking around campus, stop me and say hello. We would love to have you at Graterford.